if you are in a situation in life where you are feeling kind of hemmed in, and that the freedoms, the very things that you wanted in your life that your soul requires, are not exactly coming to you, they are not falling on your lap, I'm here to tell you it is your responsibility to go and find those things. I think what most people are looking for in life is freedom. Freedom from the things that society demands we do in order to maintain our social prowess. Freedom of choice in terms of how we spend our time. Freedom of thought in terms of what we choose to believe. And I've been noticing recently that since I have been on this path of attempting to leave behind a legacy that will hopefully help society in some fundamental way, that it's a long ass road. And by virtue of it being a long road, a lot of maintenance will be required to continue down it. I have a lot of respect for the people that are my role models, the people that have dedicated their life to a specific task and have woken up day after day to go and take care of that task, to make themselves a little brighter, a little stronger, a little bit more resilient, so they can continue down the path that they carved out for themselves. I find myself in the woods on this Wednesday because I was feeling a lack of freedom. I always tell people Wednesdays are the day of the Virgo. I am a Virgo. I was born in August, late August. And almost every single Wednesday, every week, always has this tinge, something special in that day, in this day. I allow myself the ability to explore, make sure that I'm providing myself with enough love to where I can continue doing the things that I've put into motion. The reserve to believe that it will turn out the way that I intended to, or at least positively. And transcendental meditation in general has been incredible because I get to see where it all came from. These trees and these leaves and this water, these insects, these birds, their ideas, their souls have been around forever, for as long as we can comprehend, I'm pretty sure. And so sitting here among them gives me incredible strength, because nature is incredibly resilient. And I want to be that way, adaptive but strong. So on this particular occasion, I'm thinking about what exactly are my goals again. I listened to a Jim Rohn talk on Instagram, and he was saying that one of his mentors asked him, "Hey, where are your list of goals? Let's go through them." And he said, "I don't have a list of goals." And so I spent some time today coming up with my list of goals, and one of them was approaching every day like a lifetime. Meaning that if I died tomorrow, I lived life that I wanted to live. And I believe I want to try to impart that onto people as well. Because from our deep satisfaction of our own life, we know what it takes for other people to get there too, so we can encourage them. Times like these give me moments to reflect on my why. Why are you doing these things, Sarab? What propels you to move in such a way? I guess lack thereof. Most people are not doing things that are going to uplift a larger percentage of people in their life than just their family or the people that they're immediately associated with. I want these messages to find people that need them. perhaps the leaders, perhaps the people that are struggling. I want you to know that I'm here struggling with you, and so are all the other leaders. And so are the ones that passed away and that made drastic changes in the world. They all had to go through moments where they weren't necessarily content and they were feeling a lack of freedom, and where they had to convince themselves to persist. I came across something Jordan Peterson said about how creatives often end up doing pretty poorly in school because we're kind of just all over the place. We're not easily directable, essentially. And I'm okay with that. I love my creativity. I love painting. I love playing music. I love seeing new things, coming up with new philosophies. I believe it gives me the ability to give back to people. It fills my cup so that I may fill other people's cups. The woods are part of my creativity because I get to choose a random location on all trails to go and take a look at how nature is persisting right alongside of humanity, an organism that decided it is not nature a long time ago. And it seems to be doing just fine, as you can probably see. It seems to be doing just fine. So, if you are in a situation in life where you are feeling kind of hemmed in, and that the freedoms, the very things that you wanted in your life that your soul requires, are not exactly coming to you, they are not falling on your lap, I'm here to tell you it is your responsibility to go and find those things. Constantly finding opportunity for yourself will give you the reserve and the belief that you deserve freedom. It's an innate human thing that we need, freedom. So go out and get it. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you. I've also been doing some reflecting on the education system and how for a long time, one of my main goals actually for this channel and for Tarabify in general is to eventually change education, the way that people learn and the resources that they have access to. And I realized that a lot of the people that I look up to are actually doing something very similar, to the point where Tony Robbins made an advertisement about the fact that the education system is changing. And now more and more people can find what they want, their role models, the information online, and they can go out of their way to pay for a private education should they be driven enough. My goal is to contribute to that metaphorical tree. I remember coming up with a concept of a vacuum, that if a leader or someone that had a particular idea really got their shit together and started believing that this thing should take place and started taking action, that should they stumble across the right switch, the right person, then they would be taken into a vacuum that would help them build their beliefs and their reserve and their ideas and actually put into practice the things that they're thinking about. So that's something I'm trying to build with this. This is about emotional intelligence. What I believe is the core of what is required to be a free soul in this world, wherever you live. To be one with nature, I suppose. I make these videos every day. My goal is to inspire myself and others to help build our emotional intelligence so that humanity stops going so far away from nature and realizes just how beautiful of a thing that it is really a part of. So I have some links in the description. Please please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. And share it with someone that you think might care, someone that might need it. achieve your freedom. I believe in you. And actualize your potential. Ain't nobody gonna do it but you.